New high on the Qs and SPY today. So more of the same. We'll get into that. Get into today's plays as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for April 13th, 2021. SPY going to close up just about 0.25% there. Q's up 1.17 here. Here's the daily. As we have been steadily marching higher, take note, small bars here on the way up, moving up. Did not think it was good timing here to be starting new longs, but the market continues to move up higher. So we'll see if we get that pullback. You know, I haven't been, making any predictions on, shorting the market. More just, aware of the timing, aware of the room that we have to pull back here. So going into tomorrow, same, because the chart hasn't really changed for the last few days here. So going into tomorrow, still bullish. All right. If we start a pullback, let's see, we do have room probably, to the hourly here to 337 or so. If we start some kind of pullback, at least for the kind of immediate support. All right, so still bullish going into tomorrow, but we are still extended up here on the daily. All right, let's get into today's play. First play actually that was called was the Amrin. Amrin, we had a gap down, gapping underneath support, and then was looking to play a 2-minute secondary entry here on after this sell setup. So I was looking to play this right here. After we did that sell setup and play underneath, when it took the top out just by a little bit, or I think it double topped there, 37, oh, okay, 40 or 45 there, oh, okay, double topped there. Took the official play down, so I did not get this little move in here. So I took the play down because it was basing more towards the top. The 1 minute was starting to look like it actually wanted to go higher. So there's that. That's the move. I didn't participate in any of that, although initially that was what I was looking for. But you can see here on the 1 minute, it was starting to cross above on the 1 minute. Okay, so that's why the play was canceled. Starting to stay a little bit too strong. And then, so it did come in, eventually broke underneath that initial place that we're looking for. I didn't like the way that it triggered either. Going from the top through the bottom, you got to expect a bounce. And if you're going to expect a bounce, you might as well play after the bounce, right? So that was what we ended up doing on this. Is it had a 5-minute sell there, which was fine. You can see it's a little bit extended there on the 5, and that's about the time we're switching to the 5-minute. And then eventually set up a base there, and so then that was the entry there on the Amrin. So you can see kind of similar here on the Amrin here. Let's go to the 2-minute. And the second entry I like a lot more. Okay, obviously you're getting in not as early as the previous one, but not that much different, and the stop is tighter. So you can see the retracement tries to go and then sets up a base. That was the first idea. And then again, you get the retracement and then sets up the base. This time the base even longer and cleaner. Okay, so much better follow through. On the second time around, this did eventually trail out over the hourly there, but basically closing where it trailed. So, and then sandwiched in between the Amrin plays was the AFMD. A little bit of a gap up here, was showing some strength, was expecting to get some follow through on the gap from Friday. And this was a pullback, so you can see similar idea here just to the long side. Establishes the uptrend first, much in the same way the Amrin established the downtrend, also as a gap down. Does a pullback, and then we played right here, did the pullback first, and then set up a little bit of a base. Not very clean on the base, okay, but AFMD a little bit wild and a little bit jumpy. But that was the entry over that stop underneath this bar here. I was pretty patient with it, and was waiting for this. Targets, we were looking for new highs. Unfortunately on this, targets came kind of so fast, different than the AFMD. We got the targets right there, but came up pretty quick. Was looking for a way to trail it. Came right back down. Was hoping it would give us one more pop, and then I'd be willing to just kind of exit without a trail. but as you can see, it ended up coming back down. So a little bit of a heartbreaker on this one because it was kind of up nicely. Did get to the first target there, but just reversed so fast off of it that ended up being a loss on the AFMD. So that's kind of unfortunate. Just wasn't fast enough on taking that, and that's sometimes comes with the territory with day trading, but also playing stuff that can be a little bit jumpy there. And I looked at the volume prior to taking the play. Didn't seem like it was especially illiquid. But it's just the way it happens sometimes. Just got a strong reaction or a very bearish reaction off the top there. I just highlighted this base here to just say, the uptrend was already damaged, even though there is a play here, which I worked to some extent back to resistance. It's not my kind of play, a little bit too deep on the pullback. And, if I've already kind of determined that, can get this play to work, but not be able to make money on it, then I probably shouldn't play it anymore. So I did not, play that. Other highlighted areas, just something that we talked about when reviewing this trade at the end of the day. Okay, on the AFMD. So, this I don't have a problem with. It didn't work, or I guess depending on if you were able to act fast enough. It's very similar to yesterday's play on the Yeti, right? Yeti, move up, and then pull back, right, and then kind of does another base after the pullback. So, and Yeti wasn't clean either, but did hold the uptrend much better. And here's the daily on this also, looking or threatening for new all-time highs. So those were the plays from today. Qs and SPY, kind of the same old for the last, few days. Not too much to add there as far as kind of the market bias, just bullish on every time frame. But we're getting up there, So, we'll see if we get that pullback. Then if we do that, I think that'll kind of give us a lot more opportunities here for some longer time frame plays. Okay. All right. Hope you did well today. We'll be back at it tomorrow, and